gentlemen, we are the Millie Goats. It is episode 357. It is January 14th. Let us be the first to wish you and yours a happy National Take the Stairs Day. Shout out App State.
Take the stairs. App State basketball. Let's go.
Let's go basketball. It's not basketball season, but as you can see, the other yellow-bellied cowards, Tex and Edge and Dylon and Butch, they're not showing up because their teams are done.
They're in Cancun.
It's here. The boys.
A couple 6 seeds.
Couple of 60s. We're 260 for your shirts and your playoff brackets. And 6-7. B. McCormick's here, ladies and gentlemen. If you're listening to the podcast, you know that we film in front of a live virtual audience that chimes in to the chat. And B. McCormick's here. He'll be throwing in little 3-piece parlays here and there.
He bets with his heart, though.
He does bet with his heart. Tiger Stripes Media is here. He says, go 49ers. That's right.
Come on.
No. Nope.
He knows if
Don't
he's a
be a
big
hater.
Tiger fan, if he's a big Clemson Tiger fan, he knows that Buffalo drafts Clemson Tigers.
The 49ers did draft a lot of South Carolina Gamecocks.
Wow. You hear that, Tiger Stripe?
And they all
Media?
stunk.
The Niners are Gamecocks. The Bills are
Culliver,
Tigers.
Kinlaw. I think they ended up
Debo.
drafting Debo, who was a running back, Lattimore. They did draft him. Yep.
Marcus Lattimore. He was
Marcus
good.
Lattimore.
So he blew his
Dude,
knee
yeah.
out.
One of the worst ever knee injuries. How about this for a fun stat about Take Stairs Day? On November 18th, Ryoji Watanabe from Japan breaks the world record for fastest vertical mile stair climbing at 1 hour, 6 minutes, and 58 seconds.
Pretty fast. Shout out to that dude on 9/11 that puts on the full fire suit and climbs the stair stepper at his local gym.
Hell yeah. That's the kind of stuff we like to see. That's kind of like the Murph. Whenever people do the Murph, I can't remember what that's for, but it had something. Okay. It's very important. On the show today, if you're joining us, we have Monday Night Football recap, the final Monday Night Football game of the year for the NFL. We're going to talk Tomlin got fired, some other NFL news, some divisional round, and look ahead to the College Football National Championship. We actually have a little activity we're going to do for the divisional round. Shout out BMO. He's not here yet.
Tomlin didn't get fired, though, allegedly.
Yeah, the owner was shocked. He put out a statement that said he was shocked. So, but, oh, my gosh, the AKC's here. College football.
He don't want that. He don't want that.
Bills, Niners to the Super Bowl for the dude.
AK don't want that.
We would have to go.
Last time the Bills Niners played, the Bills won by 40.
I think over the next 5 to 10 years is the best chance for it to happen. So if it does happen, we have to go. I don't know that we have to actually go to the game, but
we'll have to figure out how to watch together.
We got to go to the city at least, maybe, and just kind of take in all the Super Bowl festivities.
Yeah.
Somehow. Something.
Or we create our own Super Bowl week. We'll do press conference.
That'd be
We'll
great.
do a live stream press conference. Person has to stand up there. We just get to type questions.
I got a tripod, dude. So yeah, we're going to talk all that stuff. This is a big football show. But first, there's no football Thursday. There's no football Friday. We have 3 days this week of football. We have 4 games this weekend. That's it.
Well, we technically have a Monday night game again.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 3 days. I count on Monday. So we got Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And then after that, it's Sunday, right? And
there'll be 3 games left after this weekend in football.
Oh, my gosh.
It just started.
That's bad. It is. That's right.
A quick 18 weeks.
You have anything else before we dive into this?
Well, without football, I got to brag on myself a little bit. And now that I'm about to brag on it, it's not going to happen for a while, and I'll hit a slump.
I had you in there, dude. I had you in there.
We hit a 20-leg parlay last night.
Yep. We, meaning you, and the one that I didn't actually. You're getting your basketball chops ready for March Madness.
Hey, I'm getting there.
I'm not gonna lie. You did. You hit that thing, and I fell asleep at like 8:30 last night, which I never do. And I remember waking up, my phone was going nuts, and I'm like, "What is going on right now?"
I tried to get the boys to ride a couple games with me, the ones that I had to sweat out. There were 3 overtime games, 20-leg money line parlay. Now, look, a lot of these were like big time. They should win no matter what. But come to find out, those are the ones that you tend to end up sweating a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So there, like I sweated out like a minus 600 game yesterday, Evansville versus Bradley or somebody. I forget who it was, but it was just like, why am I turned it on because I saw that it was close and it was on like ESPN Plus. I turned it on. There was like 10 people in the stands. It was like watching a high school basketball game, but I was like there because I needed
Locked
it.
in.
I needed it. I really said I had Creighton money line over Georgetown. And Creighton was down 7 with 1:20 left. And I was like, this is really going to end with me hitting 19 of 20. And it was like game 17 or something.
Not only that, 19 in a row.
Yeah. And Creighton tied it up and sent it to overtime and won it in overtime. If you would have seen me at like 11:35 last night on my phone, like watching it, like doing the silent, like pumping, like, oh man, yes. And then I just needed USC to close it, and I woke up this morning to find out that they did. So I was super stoked about it. Big time.
Dude. I wish I would have been a part of that, but it's the one time I didn't click the tail button. I could have just easily done it, but I didn't. Sometimes I get lost. Sometimes I get lost in the graphics, dude. You know what I'm saying? I start making graphics and get on my phone, and Edge was like, "Oh, you're on social media all the time." I'm like, no, dude, I'm making graphics. I'm researching. We grind over here.
Yeah.
But that was pretty cool. That was 20. That's 20 bets in a row. Twins is here. They say hi. They got the little dogs in the profile picture. But hey, yeah, I had you in there. I was gonna shout you out after I was gonna tip your cap because check out the caps at howdyhats.enc. Millie Goat's hats will be going out in the spring after football season because apparently I can't even stay up past 8:30. But shout out at howdy.hats.enc on Instagram. Go follow them. Awesome work. Shout out to you. Tex isn't here, but we're going to give the Cowboys a shout out again because
I saw this today, and we sent it to a couple of our Cowboy friends that we're in a group message with.
They start making excuses for them. That's what they do.
It was all about the defense, and I'm like, C.J. Stroud was
in his hands multiple times at the end of playoff games, and what did he do? Slide.
Well, not just that, but they tried to make the excuse about the defense being in the bottom half these past couple years. But
do they realize who they're talking to?
Exactly. And C.J. Stroud was in 9th grade when Dak got drafted. So that's 7 years of him still going through the process of becoming an NFL quarterback. Now he's in year 3 of that. 9 years Dak has had to get more than 2 wins.
2 playoff wins for Dak Prescott.
That's bad.
That's bad. C.J. Stroud now has more playoff wins than Dak Prescott.
C.J. Stroud looked bad.
Also, quick, before we get, because we're getting ready to get into the Monday night game. Golf is back.
It is back.
Golf is back. The Sony Open in Hawaii. Brooks Koepka's working his way back. TGL is going. Tiger Woods has his 50th anniversary. This show will shift. Moving past the Super Bowl, we're going to talk about details of what we're going to be doing if we're going to decrease the frequency there just for a little bit. Because I keep falling asleep at 8:30, your boy. But this show will morph into a golf hybrid show where we love talking golf. So, but I just wanted to give a little peek of, hey, golf's back. Just football's on the way. It's not on the way out. I can't say that. But we don't have that many football days left.
Nope.
So you got to look, hockey, college basketball, golf. We got to start. Hey, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail.
That's right. That's right.
So we'll make a schedule. We'll say, hey, here's after football's over, we'll make a schedule that says, we got March Madness here, we got the Masters here, and we'll lay out a plan for all you guys who just don't know what to do without football. So he said, I hope y'all cover UFC and boxing during the offseason. Actually, Butch P and J-Vi are avid UFC. We got NASCAR. You're right. That's right.
Yeah.
B. McCormick says Bobby Mack. You're just saying that because it's B. Mac. I understand. I see what you're doing, Bobby. Bobby McIntyre. I got it. I know I can't believe it's that many either. Tomlin had 3 playoff wins in his last 15 seasons and 0 in his last 9.
But he never had a losing season.
Never had a losing season, unless it was a postseason.
So is Dak
Mm.
the quarterback version of Mike Tomlin?
That's a good question. I like that question.
Had success early, has not done very well of late, but people still love him.
Yes, people say he's in the locker room. Hey, if Dak got cut, there'd be a line out the door to sign him, right?
My favorite, what my favorite argument is? Dak wasted MVP season because his defense was bad.
The quarterback who does nothing on defense couldn't win games. So, Strongstone's here. What's up, Strongstone? Welcome to the show. We'll go back to Monday night where it started off awesome.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than a 42-year-old quarterback seeing another probably 40 or 50-year-old man dressed exactly like him on field level.
I would love that.
Dude, I love how old and this is the helmet I wore that one practice basically. It looks nothing like an NFL like.
No, it's like this one. I got one just like
So this dude, this guy, the mannerisms, everything. J-Bob's about to do it. Look. Put his helmet on. Put his Bills helmet on. Yes, there it is.
It's this helmet.
That's exactly the helmet it is. It's like the old Neil O'Donnell helmet or the old.
It's like the Rydell's or not.
Rich Gannon helmet.
Yeah.
He's got those of you can't see. He's got. You need a visor with those lenses on him. BMO, what can you do about that? But anyway, so it started off. Aaron Rodgers.
I feel like that kicker, Rodrigo.
Yes, Rodrigo Blankenship. Shout out SEC sucks. Shout out this guy and had the mannerisms down. Like he was patting Rodgers on the chest, and they were like, it was incredible. So it started off great for Aaron Rodgers. And then Aaron Rodgers moved up to 3rd all-time in passing yards in playoff history in the NFL, passing Ben Roethlisberger, other Steelers quarterback. And then the game was pretty watchable for the first half. A couple of nice plays early for the Steelers. Aaron Rodgers was really mad because he knew they needed to score early.
Yeah.
But Will Anderson and Danielle Hunter combined for 15 pressures and 1.5 sacks, leading a Texans pass rush that generated 45.9% pressure rate. Aaron Rodgers was pressured on a league low 21.5% of his dropbacks in the regular season, so almost twice the amount. Dude. How freaking good is this Texas defense?
They're so good.
They play base. They just go 4 up front, and they go base. And
and they never stop running.
Never.
They tackle well. They gang tackle. There's a lot of them running to the football. It's crazy. They're so good.
I mean, they got Alshire at linebacker. They got Lassiter. They've got Stingley. They've got who's the other guy? I can't even remember who the other dude was. That was just running around wreaking havoc. Petrie.
Yeah.
With the Guardian cap on. Like, oh my God. They're just everything is like a swarm. It's unbelievable. CJ Stroud is the worst part of their team right now.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the thing is like if you're the Pittsburgh Steelers, like you got to be pissed at Arthur Smith.
Okay.
The defense causes 4 turnovers, and you're only getting 3 points out of it. But that's what Arthur Smith does. So I don't even know why the Steelers had Arthur Smith.
Yeah.
But you got to score points. And like you said, they needed to score early. Their defense played well enough really all game, in my opinion. They gave it, 1 touchdown to the offense? Then the Texans had 2 defensive touchdowns.
Yeah, that made it. It was 16-6 basically offensively.
Yeah.
And the Texans, you could have not even had the Texans offense out there, and it would have just been like, all right, Steelers, you got to try to score every like
the defense
get the ball
was
every
like,
time.
All right, offense sucks. Like, let's just score in this game.
Tomlin did win a Super Bowl, so that's oh my gosh. You see what BMO said? Talk around town as Tomlin knocked up a bartender, relocated her to Florida. which caused some tension with the Steelers. Oh my God.
That's not true, BMO. That's the same thing they said about Josh Allen when we lost to the Bengals. Like the exact same thing.
Rodrigo wouldn't have missed that
Hey,
kick at Montana.
yeah, he was. Did you see him kick in the NFL?
That's true. Didn't he miss, or
He
did he
couldn't-
make the kick at
He
Pat
couldn't
McAfee?
He couldn't handle adversity. He couldn't handle kicking out of the South.
Drake May about to have 2 fumbles and 2 irons. Drake May, he was fumbling against the Chargers, and the Texans defense is way better than the Chargers.
You know what I think I don't like about Drake May, but I like about what everybody else does it? Drake May doesn't ever wear sleeves. And I think as a quarterback, that's just a hardo move.
Does he have the baggy sleeves too?
Yeah.
He's got a little Ryan Fitzpatrick in him.
He wore sleeves though.
He was nervous at first. Drake May was a little nervous.
Yeah. Well, his brothers were there.
Oh, shut up, dude. Wait, where did who go to college?
Drake May, UNC.
No, I think my mom or my dad's asking a question somewhere. The Steelers' offense was nowhere to be found in Monday's wild card game against Houston. The Texans outgained the Steelers by 408 to 175. That's the worst yardage differential in a playoff game in franchise history. It was the Steelers' fewest yards in a playoff game since December 21st. Shout out you. December 21st, 1947, when they had 145 yards against the Eagles. That was their first game in playoff history.
Jeez.
How do you have the second worst playoff game? They have been getting murdered. They've lost 5 games by double digits.
Yeah, in the playoffs. Yeah. They just it's like they always run out of gas or something. Like they limp into the playoffs every single year. Or they're just out every single year because they always have a winning record. But it's like when they get to the playoffs, it's just like, kill me now so I can go home.
Yeah. It turned into like I was listening to a stat that they had been outscored in the last like 5 or 6 or 7 playoff games, like 162 to like 27.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous that they had been outscored that much.
I mean, the Bills did it to them a couple years back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The Texans are the second team in NFL history with a defensive fumble return touchdown and an interception return touchdown in a playoff game. The other was the Browns in 1948. So we saw this. I mean, as terrible as this game was, and they should never have put this game on Monday night, in my opinion.
They shouldn't have any games on Monday night because now it's screwing teams.
That's true. Well, the Niners are getting screwed too. They have to go play. I mean, they're.
Well, I'm not trying to one up you, but it's like the Bills are having to do that, and they're having to go all the way across country. Yeah, at least the Niners are still staying West Coast.
Yeah, but they just had to fly back from. I mean, the Niners have played like 4 games in like 20 days.
Yeah,
it's been
and
ridiculous.
The Rams and Bears both played on Saturday.
Yeah, that made no sense.
Why not play them on yeah.
I got a theory about that, though.
They just all need to play. That doesn't need to be a Monday night game.
Do another Saturday game.
That's what I'm saying. They should all play on Saturday, Sunday.
It's so long to wait until 4:00 on Wild Card weekend. Yeah. Give us another 1:00 game.
Like next weekend, the games will start till 3:30.
My brain can't handle like 1:00 is at this point. You have to ease me out of this. Like I can't do that. Oh, he went to Baylor, by the way. I remember the graphics showed it the other night, so that was cheating by me. But I remember he went to Baylor. Nice try. Players to have 5+ fumbles in a game and win, including the playoffs, since fumbles were first recorded in 91. C.J. Stroud had 5+ fumbles. And Eli Manning did it in 2007, Week 16.
They won the Super Bowl that year, too.
He looks bad, does he not? What happened?
People's got tape on him. He's also not at Ohio State anymore, so he's not throwing to wide open receivers. And think about who he threw the ball to. This is the thing that people argue with me at all the time, but it's just something I believe. It's the same thing with Joe Burrow. Like Joe Burrow was throwing to Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase in college. Now he's throwing Jamar Chase and Higgins. But if one of those guys doesn't play, like he's not that Joe Burrow. C.J. Stroud threw to 3 first-round draft picks at Ohio State?
Yeah.
And then he had a decent first year with Slowick. They fired Slowick for some reason. And
well, Stroud sucked and it got Slowick fired. So
well,
everybody thought it was Slowick last year, but really it looks like it's
yeah,
kind of looks
that's what
like
I'm
it's
saying.
Stroud.
But now he's not throwing to wide open receivers. He's holding on to the ball too long because the window that a person is open in the NFL is nowhere near as big as a window that's open in college. I don't know. He's not pulling the trigger. And people have film on him. People know his tendencies now.
I like Woody Marks, though. And I think Nico Collins got a concussion, so I don't know. Can their defense win them the game in New England?
Yes.
Their defense is so much fun to watch, dude.
Yeah.
It's like it's incredible.
If they keep Drake May contained, they'll be fine.
I mean, the Patriots gave the Chargers all kinds of opportunities. Like they just couldn't do anything with it. And I don't see the Texans being any different than the Chargers, except their defense might be a little better. And I mean, Herbert's way better than Stroud. Would you? I mean, well, maybe. Yeah. Herbert sucks in the playoffs. Let's be honest. I mean, how many times do you have to lose miserably for everybody to be like, hey? However, C.J. Stroud is a fifth quarterback since 1950 to make the divisional round in each of their first 3 seasons.
Good for him.
Good for him. Texans. 3 years before DeMeco Ryans, 11 wins, 0 playoff appearances. Texans in the 3 years with DeMeco Ryans, 35 wins, 3 divisional round appearances. Dude, I love me some DeMeco Ryans.
Yeah.
I think he's a really good coach.
Yeah, I do too. And those guys like playing for him. And he played for the Texans. So, like, to me, like, it means something to him.
Yeah.
It means a little bit more to him than a coach just being brought in, not from there, not like he knows, what it means to be a Texan, whatever that is.
I didn't know how it was going to work, but they were 1-3 or like they were like 1-5.
Yeah.
Weren't they?
Well, I'll tell you what they also did was when they got rid of Deshaun Watson and had 2 draft picks in the top 3.
Oh, they made some good moves. Remember, they traded up to get Will Anderson.
Yeah, they nailed those picks. Like nailed. I mean, one was C.J. Stroud. Yes.
It was C.J. Stroud and
Will Anderson. Like 2 and 3 or 2 and 5 or something.
And they traded up to get Will Anderson.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was big.
They've made good draft choices. Like they've done well in the draft.
I love DeMeco Ryans, dude. What a great coach. Dog.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that his defense is ridiculous.
I mean, they could have packed it in. Like they started season 0-3, I think.
Davis Mills. He Mac Jones, CJ Stroud.
He beat the Bills.
Let me ask you this. CJ Stroud struggles in New England. You going to Davis Mills?
No.
What? You wouldn't do? I would.
Well, are you saying like if he struggles and they still win, go for him in the conference championship?
No, I'm saying if this game is tight.
Oh.
And
I don't think they go to him if it's tight. If it's tight, I don't think they go to him. I think if they're losing, they might. All right, we need a spark. Let's see what he can give us.
I'm just saying, if he has 5 fumbles and 2 more interceptions and they're still down by 6, it's like, okay, dude, we got to do something.
They need a spark. They're losing. They need a spark. Yeah, that's what I just said. I just don't think like it's hard to say as well as Davis Mills played when he was in there. Because I don't know, like, if he was really good and they were winning or if their defense just started performing then and they started winning. But Davis Mills beat the Bills, and he didn't look too bad there. So it's like for them, and that's when they started their win streak. So for them to go back to C.J. Stroud when Davis Mills had all the momentum just makes me think they wouldn't go away from they believe in C.J. Stroud. You got to play the quarterback with the hot hand.
Yeah. Who's older, Aaron Rodgers or DeMeco? I think it's Aaron Rodgers because I know they played against each other.
Yeah, I mean Aaron Rodgers is older than
C.J. Stroud has to. This was from TJ. He said C.J. has to learn to protect the football. There's a time to try to make play, and there's a time when you need to just eat it and depend on your defense. They have defense you can depend on. Dude, that's what
Yeah.
if I'm D'Amico Ryans, I go right into the quarterback room and be like, hold on to the ball. Don't turn it over because we'll get you the football. Just don't do anything stupid.
Put together a couple drives a game, we'll win it for you.
Yeah. Said,
if you get us a 10-point lead, we'll win the game.
100%. All you got to do is score 15 to 20.
Yeah.
Get the lead. Just get the lead by 10 points and it's over.
Yeah.
Because there's no way no way.
I mean, that's scoring on the opening drive, us stopping them, and you getting a field goal, and then we'll win you the game.
Davis Mills looked good, but a lot of that was because their defense put them to good. That's what I'm saying. But Davis Mills is like, I'm not going to do two. They called the game differently with Davis Mills because they know he's not. It's Davis Mills.
Yeah, they didn't put him in situations to turn the ball over.
So like maybe the offensive coordinators just need to biohack themselves and be like, I'm not going to call these plays because I can't because it's Davis Mills. So, I mean, they beat the Bills.
Yeah, we said that like 3 times.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, but anyways. So Texans win. They play the Patriots. So the Steelers are out. And after the Steelers are out, Mike Tomlin is leaving the organization. But the Steelers because he's leaving, the Steelers retain his rights, which means he'll take a year off, do some TV, and then maybe become a trade candidate similar to Sean Payton whenever he went to the Broncos. So Mike Tomlin's been there since 2007 and 19 straight seasons without a losing season, dude. You ever heard that?
No. I mean, it's incredible. And this might be – I'm not going to say it's a hot take, but the more as it goes on, like, I think this is the right move by him.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes you overstay your welcome, and whether it's a good thing, bad thing, whatever, I don't think – if I was a Pittsburgh fan, I would think maybe I'm getting a little tired of just having a winning season. I would like more performance out of the playoffs, but like your team's good every year. Like you have things to cheer about every year.
Yeah, you can complain, but it's like you're making the playoffs. It's always so fun to watch your team in the playoffs.
Yeah, and just gives you that glimmer of hope that there still is a chance. But it's like, I think he deserves a break, I guess is what I'm saying.
Well, they were stuck in the same, he says, play call like it's Mills, but play Stroud. Boom, fixed. Here's what we do. Put CJ Stroud in Davis Mills jersey.
There
fixed.
We go. But you still know that's not him because the neck's different.
That's true. Next man up. But yeah, so the Steelers, I feel like he was trying to preserve, yes, their goal was to win a Super Bowl, but they were also trying to preserve his record. So they were making moves like they were trying to do that. Like they signed Justin Fields. They signed Russell Wilson. They didn't draft a quarterback. They had a chance to draft quarterbacks, but didn't. They drafted another defensive lineman. They weren't and I don't know if he didn't know how to do it, but they weren't addressing winning for the future. They were trying to win now, but the problem was the way the NFL works is that you draft all these guys, they get older, and you keep trying to patchwork with a quarterback. It just isn't going to work.
Well, the transfer portal doesn't work in the NFL. And that's basically what they were trying to do, is because they were just trying to get free agents.
Yeah.
They weren't, like you said, they weren't drafting a guy and developing.
He always made it seem like they were right there, like they were so close.
Well, defensively, they are. I mean, defensively, they have a good team.
I mean, yeah, sort of, but I mean, there were parts of this year they were getting smoked.
Well, there's parts. Every team got smoked this year.
Not the Texans.
Yeah. Well, they did the first 3 games.
A lot of Pitt are tired.
The thing is they get, because he's never had a losing season. They get stuck with these middle of the road, middle of the draft picks that it's hard to find. A good franchise QB there.
Well, do they know how to evaluate it either?
Right. I mean, he's a defensive guy.
So in the CEO stats said, he had 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks in his tenure. What coach ever had 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks?
Yeah.
So, but
What is he saying? Roethlisberger and Rodgers?
Roethlisberger is probably a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. But is he saying the second is Rodgers?
I guess.
Or Greg? I was about to say Greg Maddox. What was
Maybe
that?
Roethlisberger was just better than we thought.
Roethlisberger's huge.
He was a dog.
You couldn't tackle that guy.
No. Take a year off. Team will tank. Get a top pick. Draft quarterback future. Tomlin takes back over. He's coming back. Retains has never had a losing season and gets a young.
I love that take.
Dude, that's a hot take. Okay, TJ, here we go. He says, so this is a topic that really grinds my gears. I wish I could call in and say it because there's such a nuance. The hard part about being a great coach is because you always at least make the playoffs and put you in QB purgatory because you'll never have a high draft pick. That said, the incumbent upon the office.
Send him the link. Send him the link.
You want to get in here, dude? I'll send you the link. Necessary trades to get the guy, not draft a pick QB because he's a hometown guy. Yeah. Again, they're good enough to always make the playoffs, but not bad enough to get any players.
To get a franchise quarterback.
Yeah. And you have to, and then what are you going to sack? I mean, you saw the Niners tried to do it. They traded 3 first-round picks for Trey Lance, and that crushed them until recently. Like, they've been suffering ever since, so.
Wasn't that John Lynch's first move?
I think it was one of them, yeah. And then, they draft Brock Purdy, who's, hey,
system quarterback. Can you believe, though, that because Tomlin is doing what he's doing, Sean McDermott and Shanahan are the second longest tenured coaches in the NFL now, behind Andy Reid?
That's crazy. Wow. But yeah, that's crazy, dude. And I don't ever want them to get rid of Shanahan. Forget that. I don't care. Everybody's like, he doesn't win the Super Bowl. F that. What he is doing right now is absolutely ridiculous. Okay. Mike Tomlin is now tied Marvin Lewis for the longest postseason losing streak.
Yeah, I was just about to bring that up.
With 7 straight losses.
I remember that too, because they were a team that was making the playoffs every year and losing the first round with Carson Palmer and Andy Dalton in the beginning of his career.
Mm-hmm. Ochocinco, Hoosh Mazode.
Who's your mama? House Manzilla. But yeah, you live long enough. What's the saying? You fight long enough to become the hero, but you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Or
you either die the hero or you live long enough to become the villain.
Well, everybody's got to remember how mad Ben Roethlisberger got whenever they drafted a quarterback.
That's true.
Well, Ben Roethlisberger said they should fire Tomlin.
What?
Earlier in the season, Ben Roethlisberger said they should fire Tomlin.
On his podcast?
Yes.
TJ's here. Let's go.
What's up, fellas?
Hey, TJ.
Dude. Hey, did you see our Dallas Cowboy graphic earlier that CJ Stroud now has more playoff wins than Dak Prescott?
No, and I'm glad I missed that because I would have some words for you. However, here we are. Okay, let's not live in the past.
That's right. We can't go back. I can go back real quick. It's only a quick couple buttons here.
I'd rather you not.
How many more years till Dak Prescott is a Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback?
When I called in to talk about.
we thought you were doing your end of the year
Prescott
press conference.
Dan Marino of our era.
No, dude, listen. Okay, so with Dak, obviously you got to win games. And regardless of whether we want it to be that or not, the losses go on to the quarterback. It just is what it is. Like we still call Dan Marino the, best quarterback to never win a Super Bowl. Which I don't know if that's a good title or not to have.
Brock Purdy right now, though.
Josh Allen.
But, Brock Purdy hasn't thrown for 5,000 yards in 1982. Like, what are we talking about? So, and also Shanahan is an offensive genius.
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
No, I'm not. Listen. I'm not.
Purdy's a
taking away-
system quarterback. He's a system quarterback. Go ahead and say
Hey.
it, TJ.
Oh, using
He's a
Chat
system quarterback.
GPT propaganda.
TJ,
That's my
if
quarterback.
people forget that Shanahan's dad got Elway his first Super Bowl,
Yeah.
Mm.
so it's a family thing.
Yeah. Well, and with John Elway, there was a time where they thought John Elway, as talented as he wasn't the guy to get the job done.
That's
And
right.
And then Mike came, and then Terrell Davis came, and then they drafted Shannon Sharp. Well, I say drafted; he was undrafted, but they got Shannon Sharp, and it was like, wait a minute, maybe he is better than what we thought he was.
So he needed players around him in the system.
That's the thing. Coaching matters, right? Like, we can't just sit here and pretend that coaching doesn't matter. Like, the thing that ticks me off about football and about people who don't understand football is that they expect these players to come to the NFL and immediately be great, when the reality of it is that you have to have a system, a scheme, and a coach that is going to put you in certain situations that are going to make you great. We knew that John Elway wasn't a drop back, throw the ball 50 times a game guy, right? And with Mike Shanahan, we knew that, or I say we, I'm not a Denver Broncos fan, but they knew we needed a running game, right? We need and so what does that mean? We fast forward to now, the 49ers and his son, Kyle. Kyle is now in a situation where he has a great running back, which is why they've gone to 3 Super Bowls since he's been there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see what I'm saying? Like, so coaching matters, and situational football matters. And so I think it's important that people who don't understand football realize that just because you were great at a certain level doesn't mean that you're going to be great at the next level, because it matters how you're groomed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can't expect some of these guys to come in and just right away be great. CJ Stroud was an anomaly, which is why I heard you, Virus, earlier talk about, I think it was you, or maybe it was Adam, who said that the book is out on CJ Stroud.
Yeah, they got tape on him. They had a whole year to watch his tendencies.
Exactly. So now scheme is going to matter. And as much as I love DeMeco Ryans, he needs an offensive coordinator that's going to cater to what he's good at.
Mm-hmm.
I think getting Woody Marks going is going to help them a lot over the next probably year or two.
For sure. 100%.
I think that dude's and also shout out Terrell Davis, is one of the most dominant NFL performers of all time in the playoffs.
Georgia Bulldog.
Yeah, brother's favorite
runner. Did y'all watch that Elway doc on Netflix?
I saw the Elway Shannon Sharp interview, but I did not watch the doc.
Y'all should watch the doc. They actually talk about that play in the Super Bowl that Elway does the spin-a-rooney.
Yep.
Where he dives for the first down and gets hit and spins.
He helmet too, didn't he?
Yeah, they've been running Terrell Davis, and Terrell Davis used to get migraines, and he got a migraine for that before that play, and he's like, John Elway said, just run forward, because he couldn't see when he got migraines. He couldn't see, so Terrell Davis ran forward blindly on that play and got like lit up by somebody, because it was like a play action pull, and Elway ran it.
Yeah, well, but again, those are situations in football that, again, if you're not like we are, like, I don't want to call football savants, but we understand the game enough to know that those are situations that you, as a coach and as a player on the field, understand what the strengths and weaknesses are at the time of the play.
It's like Tex said last week, whenever the Eagles ran up and ran 4 verticals basically on 4th down. Tex was like, Tex goes, I knew exactly where they were throwing that football to Dallas Goedert, because Jalen Hurts did not trust what the offensive coordinator was calling.
Single. And
he was mad
to catch the ball for him.
He was mad at A.J. Brown. Devontae Smith dropped the third down pass, so he's like, I have to throw it to
anybody else.
Yeah.
And the other part of that thing is they didn't run anybody out of the backfield, so they had the middle guy dropping back too.
That's where I was going. Nobody to occupy the middle of the field. 100%.
Exactly.
Okay, Kendricks just goes. I mean, he just went straight to his zone right there. Back.
And Kendricks was on his couch 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So Jalen Hurts threw it because he had to what he thought was his best option, and everybody knew that he was going to throw it to what he his best option, which was the tight end.
So we talk about nuance, right? I used the word nuance earlier. So I learned, and I don't know if you guys saw the Shady McCoy interview where he talked about he spoke to people inside of Eagles, locker room or whatever, and they said that the reason that they don't have a dynamic offense is because Jalen Hurts can't do the dynamic things that are required for a dynamic offense. I don't know
I was just sitting here thinking about that because everybody's talking about all these great quarterbacks, but you look at the systems that everybody's running in college now, and it's not geared towards this whole type of setting up schemes and systems like you were talking about. It's about, I'm going to have one of the best athletes that I can get and put him at quarterback, and then we can do a lot of things with that and then scheme people open through different routes.
That scheme,
and then these guys like CJ Stroud get to the NFL, who end up being pretty good quarterbacks, but they just got to learn everything. They got to learn everything. It takes 2 years, 3 years.
Well, but to that point now, and you're right, they do have to learn everything. But the other side to that coin is it doesn't matter how much you learn if you don't have the ability to do it. And so for me, and again, this isn't me dumping on Jalen Hurts. As much as I hate the Eagles, I think Jalen Hurts is a great human being. Like I think he's awesome.
But you can still dump on him because he plays for the Eagles.
Well, but
he plays for the Eagles.
Just say with all due respect.
Super Bowl winner though.
Say, with all due respect, doesn't mean you get to say whatever. But no, but with Jalen Hurts, just because he's a good athlete doesn't mean that you're good at the things that are required at that position, right? So, and I say that to say, we get on Kevin Patullo, who is calling what most people call an elementary or high school style offense, which to all of our accounts who know football, yes, it is very simple. It's very plain. It's roll out left, roll out right. If you don't see it, take off running, whatever. Okay. But is he calling that because that's what he knows, or is he calling that because he knows the quarterback that he has and that he can't do the things that he wants to have done? Because Kevin Patullo wouldn't be in the NFL as a coach if he wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
He was a pass game coordinator before. So,
he's seen this. He's been in the building, has he not?
Right. Let's be real with ourselves. As much as we want to sort of, dump on Kevin Patullo, the reality of it is you can only do what the players around you are capable of doing. And Bill Belichick said it first, you play to the strengths of your players. You don't play to a scheme. And so maybe Kevin Patullo is like, I am going to play to what, Jalen Hurts is capable of doing. Jalen Hurts, I don't know if you guys saw some of the post-game commentary regarding the game against San Fran, but there were multiple times where people came open after about 2 seconds where he had already vacated the pocket and he had a decent pocket around him. So is that Kevin Patullo's fault or is that Jalen Hurts' fault?
He did it on I think one of the last drives.
Well,
that's exactly my point.
Yeah.
I think too, and like you guys might not know this or realize this, but the show that I worked on when Jalen Hurts was at Alabama and in college, he's still the same player. And it's part of the reason why he got benched by Tua is because if the first read wasn't open, he wouldn't pull the trigger and he would run because he's not going to turn the ball over. I mean, he doesn't have a ton of turnovers because he doesn't force things because he doesn't. If the guy's not wide open, he doesn't really want to throw to him. And then he went to Oklahoma, and in Oklahoma, he's throwing to wide ass open people like CeeDee Lamb because Lincoln Riley draws plays to get people wide open.
Yeah.
But now he's back in the NFL and it's tight coverage, and he still hasn't really developed even since that Alabama day where he does like if it's not the first read and the dude's not wide open, he's not throwing it.
Right. And to your, I guess, praise, Adam, Kyle Shanahan is one of the only coaches, I'll say maybe Ben Johnson and maybe Matt LaFleur are the only few, Sean McVay, 100%, are some of the only coaches that can scheme players open. Because
Liam Cohen does it too.
Liam Cohen does it as well.
And aren't those guys pretty much all from the same tree?
Yeah.
Well, that's all. But it's hard to do in the NFL because scheming somebody open means that you have to 100% know that on this play they're going to do this. And that takes film study, that takes a dedication to task. And a lot of these, again, not me saying that I know what they do and what goes into an offensive coordinator's day to day, but a lot of them aren't putting in the work to understand that on a regular basis. So when you get somebody like a Kevin Patullo, he expects he expects you as a quarterback to have an NFL mind. I don't know if Jalen Hurts has that.
Right.
It's hot.
And I think we're going to see more of that too.
That's a hot take right there.
You have an NFL brain.
You have to come on. I mean, you have to have. I mean, it's not. This isn't rocket science.
Well, they're running RPOs and like zone, and he won't. Now he's not running the football either. Like he won't run.
He doesn't want to get hurt. He's married now. He's got other people to provide for.
He could have run up and down the field against the 49ers.
He pretty well.
Also, who's the best coach for Mike Tomlin's coaching tree?
Nobody.
So that's another question that I had. That's a conversation.
Isn't that wild?
You talk about nuance again. That's a conversation that I had with my high school coach, who was a Steelers fan. I didn't know this until he brought it up to me. He brought to me some of the longest tenured coaches that exist in the NFL, and then he started talking about their coaching trees and who came from who. I couldn't name a coach that came from Mike Tomlin.
Isn't that crazy?
There's not one. He doesn't have a tree.
That man,
all of his guys were Dick LeBeau, who was with Bill Cowher, and I can't remember who Bruce Arians.
He doesn't have.
And Tom, but didn't he have the Tom guy too?
He doesn't have a tree. He's got a Festivus pole. He's got a coaching Festivus pole.
But branches. I mean,
it's a Charlie Brown tree.
So, but what does that mean, though? Does that mean so? But so my rebuttal to that was, what does that mean? Does that mean he is a football coach or he is a leader of men? Because those are two very different tasks.
Yeah.
When you're talking about what a head coach can bring. Because as a head coach, if you're good at motivating men, leading men, obviously watching the clock, managing situational, awareness and those kinds of things. If that's what you're good at, and that's the only thing you're good at, then you're not going to have a coaching tree. But you're also always going to be a motivator, and you're also always going to have a team that's not going to lose because you are the voice that they hear in the back of their head. So if that is in fact the case, he's not going to have a coaching tree. And I don't know if that's good or bad. Because,
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but the Charlie Brown comment was funny. That was good. The Charlie Brown tree.
But it's one of those things where I don't know. It's hard because I like Mike Tomlin. I like him a lot. But if you don't have the people that came from your cloth, so to speak, then it's very easy to say, are you or pose the question, are you actually a good coach, or are you just a good leader of men? And that's okay too.
Yeah.
I think if you're
good enough for never having a losing season.
If you're a leader of a company or something, and you people underneath you eventually will leave because you've made them better employees.
Right.
I mean, that's part of I would say that's part of the recipe of going 9-8 every year, or 10-7, is because you're not cultivating talent on the field, and also maybe in the within the coaching realm too. You're not having anybody challenge you. You're not having any. There was no discrepancy, or you watch some of these guys, and Shanahan and Saleh are yelling at each other on the sidelines, and there's friction, and there's, I don't know.
I wonder too if, because he got hired so young, if he ever even had the opportunity to develop that trait.
That's fair. That's a fair point.
I think he was a DC at, where was he at? Minnesota, I think, before he got hired at the Steelers. And I don't know how long he was there. I mean, he's been in the Steelers just about as long as I've been, caring about NFL football. But I just don't. Did he have that opportunity to develop how to develop other coaches? He knew how to develop players. Do you know how to develop other coaches? Because he was never in a high profile position before getting that Steelers job.
Yeah, that's a fair question to pose. That's a fair question to pose.
Eddie says, "What's up, guys? New to the channel, watching from South Carolina. Enjoy the show. What will the Steelers look like next year, and who's coach coming? Harbaugh would be hilarious, but probably not."
The Steelers, look, they
Aaron
haven't
Rodgers,
hired
player
many
coach.
They haven't hired many coaches, but their last two hires with Bill Cowher and Tomlin, they've been young coaches that they've thought outside the box.
Yeah.
and have yielded Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Albeit one, they've still yielded Super Bowls.
Yeah.
I've heard maybe Shieldhouse from the I think he was an Illinois quarterback. Shieldhouse. Are they going to go defense again? Because Flores might be on the. They might Saleh, they might hire Saleh if they want a defensive guy.
But do they? But here's the thing about that. To that point, do you want a defensive guy? And this is no shot at defense. I've obviously played offense, but
He's taking a shot at you right now.
we're in an age, where offense is. I use air quotes around the word king, right? Like offense is what people want to see.
Yeah.
Offense.
It's what the NFL wants to see too. By the way, make no mistake about it.
Exactly my point. Going to a guy who is offensive minded, because like again, all of us have watched the Dallas Cowboys play football, right? Dak Prescott has led teams to number one offenses under 3 different coordinators, but the defense sucked.
I love that. Great
Well,
point.
Do you want a defensive minded coach, or do you want a guy that can score 30 points a game?
Well, when was the last time a defense-minded coach won a Super Bowl?
I actually looked that up today. Well, I was looking at the divisional round matchups, and I was going through, and I was like,
it Belichick?
There's
Or
3.
Pete Carroll.
There's 3 offensive coaches in the NFC, and there's 3 defensive coaches in the AFC left.
Okay.
Because you got Shanahan, McVay.
Shanahan is offense.
That's what I'm saying. In the
and
NFC, there's
Ben Johnson.
and then Ben Johnson. And McDonald's the only one that's not. And then in the AFC, you've got the only defensive guy is McDermott. And then you've got
Vrabel's defense.
Vrabel's defense.
And then so there's 3 in the AFC. There's Vrabel, there's McDermott, there's D'Amico Ryans defense, and then the only offensive guy is Sean Payton. In the AFC.
What is
And in the NFC, it's all offense and 1 defense, and so it's split. It's 4-4, which I think is weird. Is the AFC more defense?
I guess my question, which is the same as Virus's question, is over the last, let's call it, 5 years, because I don't want to go back too far, but over the last 5 years, how many defensive coaches have actually won the Super Bowl?
Oh,
0. It's been the Chiefs.
That's why it's
Sirianni.
Right.
And McVay.
And Sirianni, we don't even know what to call him.
Yeah, well, he was an offensive guy. He was an offensive coordinator.
But he don't call plays.
Yeah.
No.
So to that point, like,
I think the way the NFL is played today, like you need a defensive-minded coach to start to build your team, and then you need to move to an offensive guy to take you.
The problem is that the defensive guy will hire an awesome offensive coordinator, like Dan Campbell.
They don't stay there long enough.
They'll be gone.
Yeah, they'll be gone. So you got to kind of do it like the Lions. They blew it. They blew it. They had their shot. I mean, I know Campbell's an offense like a tight end, but
their window is closed.
Yeah, it's over. Like they're not.
That window.
Well, Caleb. I mean, the Bears. I mean, it's over. Like the Lions are. I think the Lions are more equipped than the Packers. Okay, Rookie of the Year nominees. Who should win it? Shuck, Henderson, Dart, Jeanty, Ted McMillan, Carson Schlesinger. And I'm going to tell you right now, put Upton Stout on this list, you bunch of cowards. Upton Stout, nickel corner for the 49ers, dog. He was phenomenal against the Eagles in the playoffs.
Travion Henderson should win this.
Disagree.
You what? Shut up,
dude.
To who?
Who should win it?
Travion Henderson.
Yeah, I was gonna say Henderson also.
Yeah, I got to go with him because when you talk about these guys, you got to talk about consistency.
Yeah.
How many times when these guys that are on the screen, I mean, Jackson Dart's good, but how many times week over week are we talking about these guys? we talk about TreVeyon Henderson almost weekly.
Yeah, he has a big run like every week.
I mean, Eddie says Ted McMillan. Ted McMillan was pretty good.
I was
impressed by him.
Yeah.
But you also have to, do you take into account team success? Is it the same as the MVP?
That's what I'm saying. Put Upton Stout on there.
No, I would.
Yeah, I mean that goes to your argument, because you said earlier, you said that you hated that Dak wasted his MVP year and numbers on a season like this. So, like, success does go into it.
100%.
But I think McMillan has the opportunity to be a very good wide receiver in this league. But
he's going to be really good
with Bryce Young or without.
That's up
I think
for
if they can
debate.
get somebody else, the issue right now is Leggett. Leggett's turning
Aaron
into a
Rodgers?
Kelvin Benjamin, and
so are we out? Are
he's-
we out?
if you get him somebody else, he'll do it. If you give him somebody else, he'll do it. He has to have somebody else to take the pressure off of him, though.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but are we? So we're out on Bryce
I don't know, man. That dude showed me something in the playoffs.
because listen. Okay, the game didn't end the way we wanted it to end, or here in North Carolina, we wanted it to end, right? Like, he's not a big guy. He's certainly slight. But the talent is that, like, you can see it developing. Like, you can see the problem that I have, and I think I alluded to this a little bit earlier, is that we want these kids, and they're kids. Like, we're almost 40. Everybody,
They're like half our age, basically.
like, we want these kids to come in and be starters and ready to go and lead teams and lead men right now. Whereas 10, 12 years ago, that wasn't the case. Like, these guys were sitting down.
Oh yeah.
Aaron Rodgers did that for 3-4 years behind Brett Favre.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Aaron Rodgers stayed 4 years at Cal.
You see what I'm saying? So, like, we're expecting them to come in and be great, and that's not the recipe.
No.
It'll never be the recipe. Like, you'll have a CJ Stroud that'll come in and be great for a year.
Well, you're talking about dudes that are alphas too, right? And then to come in and suck and get bodied and get pushed around, and it completely messes with your psyche, and then you got to figure out how to handle that.
Yeah.
Look at Trevor Lawrence. Lawrence. He's still figuring it out.
Yeah.
Right. Well, and to that point, is also positionally, right? Like, because it's real easy for a Tyler Booker, and I use Tyler Booker because I'm a Cowboys fan, but he's a rookie, number 52, right guard for the Dallas Cowboys. He's an absolute freaking dog. I mean, he made Jalen Carter eat dirt, and on multiple occasions. It's easier for those type of guys to come in and be dogs and leader of men than it is for guys to come in and have to. This is going to sound terrible, but have to use their brain.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, and I don't mean it because it sounds like I'm being a jerk. Like, I don't mean offensive linemen don't use their brain. I mean it in a way that, like, guys like middle linebackers and corners and quarterbacks and positions like that, it's so much harder for them because the game is between your ears. It's not so much about ability as it is how can you manage the game. And quarterbacks right now aren't equipped to do it because of the number one, they transfer so often, they're not getting coached.
Yeah.
And number two, when they get there, we as a fan base are expecting them to be great right now, and it's not plausible. It's not logical.
No. Well, they're getting coached. They're just not getting coached in an NFL type system.
Well, college coaches are coaching to save their butts.
Right.
Yeah.
They're not
right now.
They're not
It's
there
about to get worse. It's about to get worse.
Yeah.
Because you're about to have these guys who've been to 5 different schools, and they run a system that's pretty easy for them to pick up. And they're going to get to the NFL, they have to figure out what the heck.
Well, and you talk about it all the time. It's
like this anymore.
Yeah, guys get better when they're able to just react and they're not having to think. And it's taken a while for those guys to be able to do that.
It's not Josh Allen. It's not about Josh Allen. We had wild card weekend takeaways. J-Vibe posed a great question. Number 5. Is Trevor Lawrence the Jared Goff of the AFC?
It's a good question because Jared Goff had to have Sean McVay, had to have Ben Johnson talk to him all the way up until that 15-second cutoff. So he's listening to them tell them where to go. And they in the post-game press conference, they talked about Trevor Lawrence having Liam Combs doing that to him. and the Bills were waiting until 15-second cutoff on the play clock, and then they were changing their coverage and changing the look that they were showing. So Trevor Lawrence didn't know what to do because Liam Cohen wasn't in his headset still telling him. So that's what made me pose that question. Is T-Law the Jared Goff of the AFC? Which I think is fair. I think it's a fair comparison.
Hot question.
Both number
TJ,
one draft picks.
TJ, quick question. Do you know where Liam Cohen played college ball at?
I do not.
UMass.
We played him in 05 championship.
Shut up.
Yeah, him and Victor Cruz were roommates in college.
What? I didn't know that.
I knew Victor Cruz was on the roster.
Yeah, he was their quarterback.
That's crazy.
Was he really?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Holy cow. All right, question number 4. Who wants to answer this one? Tex, is Aaron Rodgers uncoachable?
I think at this point, as a 42-year-old man, yeah.
Last two coaches he's played under, he got fired. They quit.
Well,
I think just in general, yes. I think at this point, he's going to get in there. He's going to want to do his thing. And that's
well, he's calling
I felt so bad for him because when you watched him try to run and get out of the pocket on that last one, his brain, he was running
his eyes were running.
He was moving so slow. Yep. It looked like me out there. I lost all my bounce, baby.
his brain tells him like yeah, we can do this, but in his body's like, this ain't it.
He's still fling that thing though, man. I'm telling you now.
There's no question about his arm, but the thing that made Aaron Rodgers great is also his ability to elude the pocket and to get out of bounds and to do the things that, like, he's not necessarily a runner, but also do the things that like a runner can do, and he's not that.
He looks like he's running in mud out there.
Right, well, TJ. And also too, he's so programmed in the way that he's played football for the past 18. I don't even know how long it's been, 18, 19 years. That like it's hard to get rid of the things. Like, for example, they threw the other night. I watched them play. They threw a that Aaron Rodgers screen pass when it's trips to the right or trips to the left, and the slot guy runs shallow, like almost, and the two guys on the outside are blocking. They ran that with 16. What's his name? Adam Thielen. And I'm like, are you serious?
That's the slowest.
Yeah, that's not the dude you do that with.
Why are you calling that?
He threw it because he wanted somebody to catch it. He was probably mad at DK Metcalf.
DK Metcalf dropped such a crucial ball. I hit him right in the chest.
But that had Aaron Rodgers written all over it because the Steelers don't run that play.
Yeah.
And they tried to do the same thing with the Jets, and the Jets don't have the receivers that can block.
No.
And so it's just like, to that question, is Aaron Rodgers coachable? Sure, but Aaron Rodgers is also going to implement Aaron Rodgers type plays, and that's a staple of Aaron.
That's
throwing that silly ass bubble screen to whoever sent. And like, why would you run that to Adam Thielen? Who, what is he, 36?
Hines Ward ain't walking through that door.
That's a fact.
Antoine Randall ain't walking through that.
That is a fact.
Yeah. Antonio Brown ain't walking through that door.
Yeah, it's just like, bro.
What Stewart ain't walking through that door, baby. Slash. Let's go.
Although Antonio Brown is beating the doors down. I don't know if y'all watched his social media lately. But he's beating the doors down trying to come back to the NFL. He's like posting.
He ran out of money.
He needs money.
Yeah, exactly. Every other week he's posting a picture of like him in his heyday, and it's like, bro, let it go. They're not doing this.
Yeah.
You walked off the field, man.
Yeah, with your shirt off and your pants unzipped. What the hell is wrong with you?
TJ, number 3. Which head coach proved the most in Wild Card Weekend?
Ooh, head coach that proved D'Amico Ryans.
Okay.
And the reason I say that is because it's not. I don't want to say it's not often, but it's always a pleasantry when the coach who specializes in one side of the ball, that side of the ball dominates.
Mm-hmm.
And so for me, it's D'Amico Ryans because CJ Stroud sucked. Let's just call it what it is.
5 fumbles.
He did not play. And they still won to get. Now, again, the last couple plays, Aaron Rodgers was forcing the football. But at the end of the game, at the end of the day, it was D'Amico Ryans' defense that won the game for them. So for me, coach that, played the best or coached the best, D'Amico Ryans.
I love D'Amico Ryans. Dog.
I was going to say
absolutely.
Dave Canales, but for the
He was
opposite
a dog
reason.
while he was playing.
Dude, Aaron Rodgers tried so hard to not let that pick six happen, so his last pass wouldn't be a pick six. He was running so fast, dude. That man has never ran faster because he did not want his last throw to be a pick six.
Yeah.
J-Bye.
Reason he comes back next year. Who knows?
Was this
I was
Packers?
going to say Canales because he showed you proved exactly what you're not supposed to do in the late drive of the game, last 2 minutes, which is put absolutely zero pressure on a non-mobile quarterback.
Facts.
Fair.
Yeah, they were giving him 10,
most.
15 yards.
What not to do. Oh, dude, it was like let's rush 2 and let him stand back there and pat the ball
Let
and
Matt
pat the ball.
Stafford.
And pick
They
his
were
ball.
running
Yeah.
hitches and curls. They weren't like running
top on your
crazy
beer
routes.
from 30 yards away. That was infuriating.
Get to him.
J-Bye, was it a Packers loss or a Bears win on Wild Card Weekend?
I'm gonna have to say a Packers loss, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Yeah.
Because I went to sleep right after halftime, and the Packers were winning, and they lost the game. So it's definitely a Packers loss. But also, I'll tell you this because the Packers were up 21-6, right? And the Packers got the ball to start the second half, so that was their chance to win the game, and they didn't do it, so therefore they lost.
Yeah, and they scored, and they what was it, 6 points the whole second half?
Yeah.
The last drive after Romeo Doubs caught that ball, then they had 3 minutes left, and they ran a total of 10 seconds off the clock. I wanted to run. What are you doing, you idiot?
Insane. It was, and the question now is, they say that they're trying to extend Matt LaFleur. I think he's a good coach, but should they?
No.
Hot take.
I don't think so. I was shocked when
here's
I heard
here's
that.
a hot take question. Has Love reached his ceiling?
What was his ceiling?
What I was going to say, what is the ceiling?
What's the ceiling?
I think that's it.
7 seed every year?
That's it.
Well,
I think that's it.
But
Don't listen to these people. Don't listen to them, folks, because they're still bitter about Jordan Love coming into Jerry World and sticking it to him 2 years ago.
But no,
What are you talking about? We tied him like he wouldn't believe this year. We tied him. Everybody said we wouldn't have a chance.
I'm a Jordan Love fan, right? And I think Jordan Love has all the talent in the world. But is Matt LaFleur coaching him?
I
Matt
agree.
LaFleur is a guy that draws people open. I mean, they got receivers running all over that field.
Dude, Ben Johnson has people running wide open more than anybody I've ever seen, more than Shanahan.
Yeah.
And Caleb Williams will throw that thing into the 5th row, and then he'll run backwards and
Yeah,
he had Roma Dunze open like 3 times on a corner route, and he kept throwing it inside toward the post. And I'm like, throw that thing to the pylon, dude.
Yeah, and throwing it at his
What the
knee
hell?
and all kind of nonsense. And then he'll do some amazing nonsense and run like 13 miles an hour to the sideline and
It
throw
looked like a mega church preacher flying across over the crowd and throwing the football 40 yards on a dime. And it's and then like he'll miss an out route. I'm like, what is this? What am I watching?
Bro, Devin Moore. I know y'all know Devin. Devin hates Caleb Williams. Absolutely despises.
I'm not a fan of him. But every time I watch him, I'm like, what the hell?
He could be so much better if he just stays still. Like, bro, just be still.
Yeah.
Just sit down. Like, just stand there and just wait.
He ain't got no patience.
Hey, which quarterback had the best game-winning drive?
Josh Allen.
Brock Purdy.
Josh
Brock Purdy on the road
was it cool?
against
Hang
one
on,
of
wait
the
a minute.
top defenses.
Brock Purdy's
Kittle,
drive started
no
with
wide
7
receivers.
minutes left, so it was a normal drive. Josh Allen did it with a minute and a half.
It wasn't a game-ending drive. It wasn't a game-ending, game-winning drive, so it doesn't count.
It's not a walk-off home run. It's
Matt
in the bottom of the ninth.
The correct
It's
answer
Matt
is
Stafford.
the correct answer is Josh Allen.
No,
Told you.
It's offensive line carried him 15 yards on a quarterback.
He put the team on his back.
Listen to what we're saying. We're saying game-winning drive. By definition, did your drive win the game?
Yes.
No,
it didn't.
Trevor Lawrence throwing a pick
No.
on the first play into the game.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but what I'm telling you is that
Jalen Hurts still had time to drive the whole field after Purdy's drive.
right.
Yeah, because we got – you want to go out there and play linebacker too?
Well, no, but that's a testament to your defense, and also to how sorry and inept Kevin Patullo is, and or Jalen Hurts. We still don't know. The jury's out on who sucks.
If it wasn't for Jawan Jennings, the Niners lose that game.
Did you think, bro? Sidebar: did you see Jawan Jennings get hot at that? I think he was a rookie receiver. I don't remember what receiver it was, but he wasn't lined up right. Jawan Jennings.
Kendrick Bourne. It was Kendrick Bourne.
Kendrick Bourne. He's not a rookie.
Yeah. No.
Lost his freaking mind. I was like, that's how you lead football.
Jawan Jennings is an absolute. They should trade Ayuk and pay him whatever he wants. He's not a great receiver, but that dude is a leader.
And he will block.
Well, you know why? He was the number 3 ranked quarterback coming out of high school.
Yeah.
So he understands.
Yeah. He knows how to be the leader of a football team.
Yeah, he gets it.
I love Jawan Jennings. He is a dog. This is me and J-Bye in the foxhole.
I was going to say it's Carson Beck.
No.
Best game-winning drive.
Hey, by the way, sidebar again, Matt Stafford, absolute dime to Colby Parkinson. That pains me to say that, but that throw was freaking ridiculous.
100%.
Also, this is me and J-Bye.
That's right.
Joining forces. Niners 6 seed, Bills 6 seed.
Locking in
this divisional round. I just want to rattle off some facts here for you. 5 of the 8 rivalry teams made it to the divisional round. Remember those uniforms they came out with, even though the Niners got destroyed in those stupid black uniforms?
Oh, Bills got destroyed too.
What are you trying to say, dude?
That.
Hey, okay. And this is something I wanted to dive into, boys. We're starting to, ever since ESPN got involved, they're starting to push their weight around in the divisional round here. Okay, I think this year the late Sunday game is NBC trying to get a trial run of their Super Bowl package because this game starts at 6:30 on NBC. I'm pretty sure the Super Bowl is on NBC, isn't it?
I don't know.
Tex, when you look at this, what do you think? I mean, I think CBS and Fox being on Saturday is going to screw me up. This is the first time ESPN's been on Sunday, and I don't know what to do with it at 3.
That's weird. Yeah, the last 8 Bills games, Romo and Nance have called for the playoffs.
Sidebar: is Romo and Nance a good duo?
They used to be.
Romo's losing it.
Romo's losing his fastball.
Yeah,
dude. The amount of people that also another sidebar. If
you're because he's been removed from the game for too long now. Well, he's still trying to do what he was doing when he first came in. He just doesn't know anymore.
Well, and his knowledge of the game is there, but it's also like, I don't want to say ancient, but the game moves every year. Yeah. He's so, and I think you're probably trying to say the same thing, Virus. He's so behind the times. It's also like, and two, the other part of that is like, bro, let him talk.
Yeah.
We don't want to hear you predicting everything.
I'm
sorry.
Well, yeah, it's like we were saying. It's like when he first got in there, it was a year after he retired from got benched from the Cowboys. And so he was in those quarterback meetings watching film and knew the tendencies of these teams and these players. So like he could predict those plays and everybody's like, oh my God, he knows what's going to happen. But of course he's so far removed from that now. He doesn't know those tendencies, those plays, how the game is played now.
Dude. Well, no, but he still tries to call the game like he does.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, he doesn't call the game like a Tom Brady. And I used to be a Tom Brady hater, but Tom Brady doesn't try to overstep.
No, when he stopped laughing, Tom Brady had a weird laugh when he first started, but he kind of calmed that down. I noticed that.
He's nervous.
He did. Also, when he was going over the football throwing in the booth the other day, and everybody's like, "Wow, what a science!" I'm like, "Have you never thrown a football? Do you not know that? Like, if you angle it up, of course it's going to take off. You ever thrown a paper airplane for crying out loud?"
I was watching the game with my son, and he was like, "Dad, I didn't know that." I was like, "Of course you didn't. You're 8."
Yeah.
But like, I've been playing this game long enough to know, like, if you throw the ball up and the wind's blowing, it's going to go up. What are you talking? And like, they just acted like it was the greatest thing ever. It was.
That's great. Tom Brady's 6'4".
He did. He did exactly what John Madden used to do, which is basically take it and just say the simplest things, and people are like, "That's it. That's great."
Yeah.
Hey, another sidebar. Troy Aikman is starting to sound like John Madden. I can hear it. He's getting a little gargly.
I love it though.
He's getting in his jowls.
I would love for somebody to draw on the freaking telestrator again and be like, this guy, and then boom, and then draw an arrow straight up and like that's it. Like that's all you got.
I just wish they would get Troy Aikman some eye drops.
Dude.
Bro, Troy. And I'm just like, bro, like we smoke weed, and that's okay. We're fine. But take some freaking eye drops, bro.
Jeez.
It's easy. Because nobody told him.
I don't.
Joe Buck's
don't
probably
think he
laughing his
cares.
ass off. It's like
It's like,
bro,
yeah.
TV's in there. He has to see himself.
It's like he just toked up or he's super hungover and just woke up.
his blood pressure's through the roof.
Get him a light blue Gatorade immediately.
Yeah, bro. Like, what do we? I mean, it's obvious that he smokes a joint before these things, which is fine. I don't care, but like, you gotta know that.
But I just wanted to flash this up there to show the history. Now that ESPN's in there, it's gonna be weird seeing them on 3:00. I'm used to that's a Saturday night or Monday night football brain.
That's a
and
weird
NBC
ESPN time.
They wanted to dry run their Super Bowl production. Okay, here's the odds to win the Super Bowl. This is a slap in the face to me.
Wow.
49ers are last. This is BS. The Bills are fourth, which is kind of surprising. The Patriots and the Bills are actually tied. They're the favorites in the AFC, and the Rams and the Seahawks are the favorites in the NFC.
I was gonna say, why is my screen so little? But I'm on my phone, so that makes.
So, update on the playoff wins through the wild card weekend. Josh Allen has the most playoff wins. Matt Stafford has the second most. Brock Purdy has the third most. C.J. Stroud has 3. Caleb Williams, Drake May, they get their first playoff win. And then Bo Nix, the 2-1 seed quarterbacks, don't have a playoff win. And everybody seems to think that doesn't matter.
The Bills beat the Broncos by like 20.
Last year, right?
Maybe 30, in the wild card round. Because the Broncos scored on the opening drive of the game. Bo Nix threw that long pass to Sutton, and they didn't do anything offensively the rest of the game.
Wait, so the Bills have the Broncos again?
Yeah,
they played.
They got 2 Denver.
Revenge
at
game.
Denver. Yeah,
Revenge.
Yeah.
Tex, what's this graphic tell you right here? Just tell you that Brock Purdy's been playing way less than these guys here, and he has almost the same amount of wins as Matt Stafford. He's been playing for like 20 years.
Hey, we're not doing the lead-in questions, all right?
Okay.
Just ask the question and shut up.
I forgot I even said that.
I think he's Tony Romoing himself right now.
Tex, what does this graphic tell you about Brock Purdy and his 5 wins?
I'm going to say Sam Darnold was a high school linebacker, and that's why he has 0 wins as a quarterback in the playoffs. That's what it tells me.
Wait, what's that?
You can't argue that.
Linebacker?
Yeah, Sam Darnold was a linebacker.
Really?
Yeah.
he's a big dude. I don't know if you've ever seen him.
He's girthy.
He's a big dude.
I guess I shouldn't say girthy. That's
he was a high school linebacker until his junior year, or maybe his senior year. But
he's probably what 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah,
he's a big boy. He's what, like
he throws a linebacker football too.
Yep,
he throws like a linebacker.
Hey, that's what it tells me.
He throws like a linebacker.
Sidebar. Speaking of linebackers and quarterbacks, did you guys see the picture of Cam Newton hugging what's his name? Jesus, the middle linebacker.
Luke Kuechly.
Dude, Cam was a big dude. Like that's a big dude.
Like he towered over Luke Kuechly.
Yeah,
he is.
I was like, what?
Every time I'm shaking Cam's hand, like his finger goes to like midway through my.
It does. It looks like one of those mini basketballs in his hand. He's horrible on TV. The guy says
he's awful.
He says more he says less by saying more than anybody I've ever heard in my life.
I don't know who told him to start trying to use the words that he doesn't understand.
No, he doesn't know how to use them correctly.
Bro, I listen to him and it's so hard. And I'm not even considering myself as an intellect, but as an intellect, it's so hard because like I know the definition of the word and I know what he's trying to say, but I also know that what he's saying is not it.
I get what he's trying to say, but I'm like, dude, you need to run that by a few more times before. But just
say it regularly, like just
be who you are.
Yeah, just say it how you say it.
I don't know the definition of what he's trying to say, and I know it still sounds dumb.
Well, but the crazy thing is like he's trying to use like Stephen A. Smith words,
Yes.
Ryan Clark words, and it's like, bro, just use the word. Like say
They didn't bring you there to be Stephen A. and Ryan Clark. They brought you there to be Cam Newton. Like,
right.
Yeah.
Just say the words that you're saying. Like it's so difficult to listen to him. And he's like, I think he's every Monday and every Friday, and it's just like I can't do this.
He's got too many yes men in his corner.
Yes.
Well, ESPN is one of them because they should not hire him.
He needs a boy. He needs one of his boys to start busting his balls.
That's what I was saying about who was the other guy that I'm just like, somebody's got to be, somebody needs to create a consultation service to be like tellthetruth.com and be like, if you're a former professional athlete and you think this is a good idea, submit your idea into this search bar and your boys will tell you, you can rent us to be your boys and we'll tell you that's stupid. Don't do that.
Well, we do that to Sam all the time. He'll send us an outfit of what he wants to wear and game day and stuff. I'm like, that ain't it, dude.
But we'll just be your boys. You can rent us to be your boys. We'll be like, and
like, what's that Kevin Hart movie where he gets to be people's groomsmen?
Yeah.
A prime example of that is Ray Lewis. Remember, I don't know if you guys heard like Ray. It was years ago, probably 6-8 years ago, when Ray Lewis called his first game, and it was absolutely deplorable. Like
I don't remember that.
And he never did it again. He never went back.
Hey, Drew Brees had to earn a spot back. He called one game and they booted his ass off too.
I mean, y'all heard Jason Witten, right? That's why he's playing middle school football.
Well, he screwed himself by getting hair plugs and trying not to tell anybody. Him and Brian Urlacher showed up with full head of hair. It was like, hey, man.
Who is that guy?
Yeah.
Jason Witten was awful. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
We're just going to run through a bunch of weird divisional round stats for the NFL. J-Bot sent this to me. He said, Mike Vrabel's playoff record in kickoff times, 8:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 3-0 any other time of day, 0-3. Patriots play Texans at 3:05. Does that scare anybody?
I just think Vrabel's shown us his cards. I mean, even at the Titans, he led the Titans with Ryan Tannehill to the number 1 seed and then got bounced in the playoffs. He just, whatever reason, I don't know, if it's the Jim Harbaugh effect where he practices his guys too hard and during the season, time the playoffs come around, they're just dog tired. But for whatever reason, he's been a known choke artist in the playoffs.
Well, but how often has he gone to the playoffs?
6.
Oh,
well, he's 3-3.
Well, I'll shut what they call the hell up then.
The Texans defense faced a top 10 scoring offense 8 times this season. The Patriots offense faced a top 10 scoring defense 0 times in the regular season. This can be fascinating.
That matters.
This is going to be fascinating. The Texans are going to be all over this offense.
I don't think it's going to. Yeah, I was going to say, Adam, I don't think it's going to be that fascinating. I think the Texans are going to absolutely devour Drake May, and not because Drake May is good. I don't think it's not because of that, and I don't want anybody to misplace what I'm saying. I don't want the Pat fans to come in my DMs. But what I'm telling you is that Drake May, while being very good, the AFC East, outside of the Bills, suck.
Yeah.
Well, here's my dilemma on it when I look at like what the spread is because it's
and also
Patriots minus.
Sorry, the Bills also suck on defense. Anyway,
yes,
go ahead.
We do.
Yes,
with
the defensive head coach.
I don't think the Patriots are a bad team. They got a really good defense. I think Drake May's developing into a really good quarterback. I just and everybody goes back to they've only beaten one team with a winning record all season. I just don't think they've had the opportunity to really show their stuff and play in meaningful games. So, like, when they do play in these meaningful games, they're not going to be where they should be for their record because they've played a lot of bad teams.
You tell me who on the Patriots offense outside of Drake May is going to be able to handle.
Yeah, like the Texans have played a lot of good teams. So they've played in these types of games where they've had to show their stuff and overcome things. Patriots just haven't played in those types of games all season. I don't think the Patriots are a bad team, but
no,
they also don't have Mac Hollins, and Mac Hollins, he's not your number 1 receiver by any means, but he's the glue. He's a locker room guy.
He's out downfield is what he is.
Guy?
Yeah, no shoot guy.
He's so annoying to me. Like, bro, listen, and this is again sidebar, and I apologize for taking it off the plate.
I know.
I just got to get this out. what are we doing? Okay, okay, there's certain people in the world that like you look at them and it's just like you're trying to get attention.
Yeah.
Like put your freaking shoes. I wanted to say a different word.
And he doesn't eat with silverware either.
Well, we went to a Bills party after their game, and we went there and saw Rookie, and he greeted us at the door, and he was wearing shoes outside. I'm like, dude, you can put your shoes on.
And then Josh Allen was like,
what are you doing? I got to be one with Earth. No, you don't. You're on Earth.
Yeah,
that's right.
Like
it's
you
not
live
going
here.
anywhere, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know if you know this or not, but you live here. Okay, and Earth hasn't left. It's still here with you, and
gravity,
it's here
baby.
for you leave.
Gravity.
Yeah, like what are we talking about? Like, put your shoes on. Stop asking for attention. I get it that it's a playoff game, and I get it that we're because here's the thing. What's going to happen is they're going to come in the game. And there's going to be Matt Collins not wearing shoes, but he's got a cool hoodie on. Sit down.
Submit it. Hey, you know what, Matt Collins? Submit that to trustyourboys.com.
Yeah.
And we'll tell you.
We'll be the guys.
Put your shoes on.
I think J-By's answer was based less on what actually the actual matchup is, and more about who he thinks the Bills are going to play better against.
Mm-hmm. That's you can't trust anything he's saying right now in the AFC.
That's what I think.
We break long win streaks, so give us.
Y'all
the
don't want the
Texans.
Texans
I ain't scared.
again.
I ain't scared. After having played them already this season, we can take them.
Mm-mm. More divisional round news. Fred Warner practicing today.
Ain't gonna matter.
Oh, did you see that article I sent you about the power plant?
Yes, I did see that. Yes.
And how maybe causing some of the injuries?
Mm-hmm.
Ain't gonna matter, bro. I'm gonna tell you right this right, and I'm a Fred Warner fan. That's hard for me to say as a Dallas Cowboys fan, but
Fred Warner's a monster.
I love Fred. Do you understand?
If you're a football fan, you love Fred. If you're a football guy, Fred Warner is your guy.
Fred Warner right now is the best middle linebacker in football, and I don't think that's debatable. Quite honestly, I think even with the injury, he's the best middle line. Like, name one, and I probably would tell you that Fred Warner is better. That's how highly I think of him, even being hurt. And also, this is coming from a guy who has Kenneth Murray as his middle linebacker. You know what I'm saying? So it's listen, but I say all that to say it's not going to matter. It as much as I love him, he's not ready. He's not ready.
He's not going to play this week.
No,
he's not going to play.
If they're smart, he won't play the rest of the year.
It's a Super Bowl, maybe.
Save him for
if they make this,
then I would play him 12 snaps, maybe.
I think this is more of the 49ers are manufacturing locker room integrity right now. They're gaining the locker room momentum over everybody right now. You can't out locker room the 49ers right now.
Wait a minute. If he's gaining it, did he ever lose it?
Wow.
Shanahan.
When did he lose the locker room?
Did he lose the locker room?
Did he take the ping pong tables out?
I'm saying they're enhancing the locker room.
I'm just saying that in order to gain it, you have to have lost it at some point.
Well, you can't. If you have some, you can't gain more. Listen to yourself. You sound like a fool.
You either have
the locker room. You either have it or you don't.
No, what do you mean? They're gaining momentum in the locker room.
Well, they got two aux cords. You either have the aux cord or you don't.
What is that?
I'm not. Look, your issue as a Cowboys fan is you have a ceiling on your locker room. You got glass walls around your locker room. Everybody can see in your locker room.
No.
You stay out of this locker room. I don't want your propaganda.
We put rock in our locker room.
What do you mean? Because what do you mean gaining more of the locker room?
Gaining more of the locker room. It's just something that y'all can't quantify. Because you didn't know it was
put
possible.
more lockers in.
Did
he put more lockers in?
Boundaries are.
He put a power plant in his locker room.
Did more people show up, or what am I missing?
Yeah,
because you have the locker room.
That's the only way to gain it. Is there more territory that he made?
Yeah. Did they expand?
I mean, come on. It's a pretty simple
What,
question.
y'all never seen Avengers, the Quantum Realm? Holy smokes! Ant-Man saved the movie, saved the franchise.
Yeah.
Had to go to the Quantum Realm.
Not buying it. Not buying it.
This is crazy. Matt Stafford, the last 10 times outdoor games, rain in the snow, 1-9 record, 16 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Rams last 10 games in Chicago, 2-8 record, 1-9 point differential. I think we're going to be dangerously in trouble for a Chicago Bears to win this game and go to the NFC Championship.
I don't want to hear this snow game again.
They blew it.
Yeah,
they blew it.
They lost my trust.
Let's look at this forecast here.
I was trying to get all nestled in Saturday night to
This
sit on
is
my couch.
also Seahawks fan trying to manufacture a Bears win for the Seahawks to play the Bears and not the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
He's
AKA
scared of the
hot
Rams.
chocolate made and everything.
Yeah. That's actually a good point, Virus, because if the Bears go play the Seahawks, that's it. They got a way better shot than again.
Unbelievable. I think it's the last one. Crazy but true. Sean McVay has never played the same team twice in the playoffs as the Rams head coach.
Jeez.
What does that mean?
That means he's never
played a different opponent every single game.
No, I understand that, but what does that? Does that matter?
No, it's just what are the odds?
Okay, well
that's crazy.
Well, I think every team since 1996 has played in the NFC Championship except for the Cowboys.
Why are we doing this?
Hey, are the Cowboys on there? Yeah, there they are. 2018. There you go.
Why are we doing this? Why does that matter?
I mean, the Lions and the Commanders
that's how the parity in the NFC. The AFC doesn't have parity. It's been the Patriots and the Chiefs for the last 30 years.
The NFC doesn't have parity. You want me to read you off?
Lost to in the Super Bowl.
I actually have an NFC. I was going to put it in here, but now that you brought it up, J-Bye, let me go ahead and read it off to you there, buddy. Since 2000, the Eagles and 49ers have run the NFC, and no other team is really close. Eagles 8 NFC Championship games since 2000. 49ers 7.
Okay, it's Chat GPT again. This is AK reading off Chat GPT.
This is Andy Reid.
I'm just saying, it's 15 years. It's either had the Niners or the Eagles. I mean, it's two teams.
Well, it won't be the Eagles for much longer.
It's going to be the Niners too. I sent you that cat picture. It'll be Niners too.
Mal mix.
No.
I'm not here to. I'm not here for anything except for the fact that it will not be the Eagles much longer.
Yeah, I'm down with that. I hate the Eagles.
I hate them, but it's not even about that. It's just about pure football. Like they're
about to implode.
Got to let some guys go.
Yep.
And Brown is obviously going to get traded.
Yes. This is just. I just wanted to bring this up that all the teams left outside of the 49ers have blue in their logo. So it's really murky who's going to make it based off the Super Bowl logo projection model. But there's only a few teams. There's only a few teams. There's only a few teams that have red. And there's only one team in the NFC that has red. So I'm just saying, the 49ers, based off the Super Bowl logo model, have an inside track to the NFC to make the Super Bowl.
What are we doing with this?
These are the blue teams. There's blue on the logo.
Yeah, there's 7 other blue teams. The only team that doesn't have blue is the 49ers. Did you not hear what I said?
So you're saying
there's blue on the logo?
Well,
I'm saying the last 5 logos have predicted who's been in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but you keep pointing out the red, but there's more blue teams, so there's a greater chance of a blue team making it.
I know,
blue
but
in the logo.
And also, what does this mean?
The logo predicts who's in the Super Bowl by the colors.
I disagree strongly.
That's science, though. It wasn't me that made this
The most prominent color in there is silver, and there's no silver in the 49ers logo.
There is in the Seahawks, though.
King Midas had
Seahawks.
Graphics department failed.
Well, no, the logo. I'm just saying, there's a lot of blue. There's only one team with red. So
I also want to know where you're getting your weather predictions from, because I'm looking at it right now. It is going to be cold and windy. It's going to be 3 degrees is the wind chill.
Is it going to snow?
No, it's 15% chance of snow. It's going to
snow
the day before.
Seattle nerd.
Trash.
Yeah.
See, what I need to do is
at the wrong weather.
Percentage of this picture is red, and then I could give the 49ers Super Bowl.
Okay, what percentage of it is silver?
That's you don't look at the Super Bowl trophy. You look at that behind it. You're looking
at what's below it.
Sorry.
It's silver.
Super Bowl trophy is silver.
All right, last thing. Shout out to this account, the College Football U, that posted our picture from our graphic that says college football now resides in the Midwest, and it's not really a question anymore. If Indiana wins, this is where college football lives.
I don't want to do this. Okay, listen. Best football is not. I saw your little Facebook, your little Instagram earlier. This is dumb. Okay,
it's facts. Those are the facts.
It's not facts. What do you mean it's facts?
It is.
No, it's not facts. The best football, you know this as well as anybody that's breathing knows this. The best football is played in the South.
But the best teams.
Can we? But we're not winning. We're not winning championships.
We're not teams.
Oh my God, I'm not doing this with you guys.
We need. You know what we need? We need a Hunger Games football tournament. That's what we need. Also, shout out to this pond in the city of Bloomington, Indiana, that named the pond after the cornerback that had the pick six, D'Angelo's pond. That's
How about that? That's dope.
That's nice.
Nice.
Applications are open for the college football playoff internships. I think we all should apply so we can fix this mess.
Give me that.
I will send you the link, and we will all apply.
Yep, I'm going to apply.
And
Sounds like
the last here's the college football uniform brands national championship game by the next round. This was sent to me by J-Bones. The Adidas, this will be the first time we've had an all Adidas championship between Indiana and Miami. This will be, I think it'll be Adidas's first title since '98 in Tennessee.
Yeah, and they're gonna ride this wave. You can believe that.
Oh,
yep.
You have to.
You're about to
Strike
see
while the iron's
Mendoza on everything.
Oh yeah. Those two defensive ends, they'll be everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And Surratt. Shout out Surratt. And Becker. Becker's a dog, too. But
Yeah, I'm talking about players that people know. Not that you don't know them. I'm saying the average fan.
Both Indiana and Miami enter the national championship game 4-0 versus top 10 opponents. The winner will be just the fifth team in the history of the AP poll era to go 5-0 against top 10 opponents. The last team to do it was the LSU Tigers in 2019, who went 7-0.
Oh, how about that?
Oh, nobody's shocked about that.
Hang on, wait a minute. Question. If Indiana does that, will they go down as the greatest team in college football history?
No.
Love it.
16-0, first team ever do it.
Everybody says that it was the 01 Hurricanes and then it was the 19 LSU. Could it be Indiana?
People forget about 18 Clemson. They were a bunch of dogs too.
No, they were dogs, but it's not close.
Dude,
it's the 01 Hurricanes and then a very strong second Tigers. And I'm saying as an LSU fan, Miami, LSU, and the field, not Indiana.
Dude, that Miami team was something.
Indiana, I don't even know if they would beat Derrick Henry's Alabama.
Whoa. Are we going to do that right now?
And, I mean, talk about it.
We're about to. Who do you Miami, Indiana. Indiana's favored by 8.5. And we're just going to quickly, we got a few minutes here. That's BS. I don't believe that. I think Miami's defense is people are not giving Miami's defense enough credit.
Yeah, I think 8.5 is wild, but I do think Indiana's going to win, unfortunately.
Agreed.
Have you seen the average age of those guys? They're older than
22 to 20. I posted it. Yesterday on my social media. Their average age is 22 to 25. 22 to 25 years old.
Grown men out there.
They're grown ass men.
Grown men.
People are like, how did Cignetti do it? It's like he went and got all those 7-year seniors.
Their best receiver was the third receiver for Clemson in what's his name? Sunshine's senior year. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
I'm not making it up. I didn't even notice. I saw this today. I just saw it today. Their best receiver was the third receiver for Sunshine on that Clemson team. I think it was 2018.
Yeah, 18 or 19.
That's crazy.
Like, what are we talking about?
That is nuts. That's ridiculous. Who wins, J-Vi?
I think Indiana's going to win, but I do think Miami covers. I think it's closer. I think it's going to be a slower game because both these teams like to try to bully you. I think Miami's going to do everything. They're going to do the same thing they did to Ole Miss. They're going to try to keep it out of their Indiana's offense. They're going to try to keep it out of their hands. They're going to slow the game down. So you could go under in Miami covers, Indiana wins.
I think Indiana can play either way. I think if Miami gets down, they are screwed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, if Miami gets down, it's a wrap. I'm ready to see Mendoza run like a spider. He runs so weird.
Yes, he's got a weird.
It's so weird. Yes. It's so ugly.
I love watching Fletcher run the football. That Tony guy, Miami's got some players now, but they cannot depend on Carson Beck to mount a comeback because that's just not going to happen.
No.
Tex, what do you think?
I think it might be a repeat of the game last week.
Really?
It's going to be over before the second quarter. Yeah, I think that Indiana is just going to overwhelm Miami's offense because Carson Beck isn't going to be able to do it. That's what I think.
Okay.
I don't think that that Miami's offense is good enough with Beck. He can't make the throws.
He can't. He just can't do it.
Yeah, I mean, you're right about Beck. He can't make the throws. I'm not a Beck fan, but I don't think it's going to be. I told you already. I think Indiana's going to win, but I don't think it's going to be a pushover.
This is just the last of the power rankings. We finally got it right after 4 weeks. Okay, picks of the week. Tex, give us the over.
Miami, Indiana over, but it's going to be lopsided. Indiana's probably going to hang 30 plus on Miami.
Wow. That's bold. That's hot. The spread is the Bills plus 1.5 at the Broncos. Hey,
Right.
Make the meme.
They've already
Lock it
flipped.
in.
Bills started out as favored, which is weird that a 6 seed is favored over a 1 seed off a bye, and the Bills are on a short week, but it's flipped, which is how we like it. So we're the underdog now, which brings me to my under. Matt Stafford under 1 yard rushing.
Butch gave you Niners plus 7.5. He believes. He called it last week, too. Niners plus 4.5 against the Eagles.
Yes, that's a reverse bet.
No, it's not. I know what he's trying to do. Dylon with this is a hot pick by Dylon, the prop. He said Luther Burden over 37.5 yards receiving. Luther Burden is I love that guy. He is fun to watch. He's got some shimmy. And then Edge, I forgot to take the graphic. I gave you minus 198 for the Rams money line.
I can't say Luther without just thinking Luther Vandross.
Hey, greatest Christmas album of all time. I love that. What is it? What's he sing? Oh, come all ye faithful, Luther Vandross. Best version there is. Fourth quarter performance. I love Christmas. Fourthquarterperformance.com. Promo code goes. New year, new you. Go get your creatine, go get your protein, go get your BCAAs, super greens, all that stuff. That's it. A lot of football to talk about. A lot of football that was talked about. TJ, thank you for joining us.
Yep.
That was a good time.
I had a lot to say. I didn't mean to jump in and do all this.
What? I mean, that's what we're supposed to do.
No, man, it's great. Great having you on.
What? You think we didn't want you to come in here?
I was sitting out here.
It's our chance to
go
hang out with the boys and talk.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for coming on, man.
From 28 yards. Good snap, holds down, and the
Go Bills.
Mountaineers win in overtime.
Go Cowboys.
Go Niners, baby. Let's go. One more time.
Terrace and the Mountaineers escape the low country.